So with our handsome Mr. T, I know at times mom mentions that he gets really excited when sometimes you pop into the environment or you're going to grab for sometimes like his leash or again, even like in the car travel, I know you guys were having some difficulty there. I will send along some extra resources to the whole group. Some of the resources might be something that applies to one of the babes, but not all of them. So don't feel that, again, just because there's a resource, you have to watch all of them or check them all out. Today, my neighbors are moving a lot of stuff around and there's some noises. So Teddy, he's like, lady, there's a lot of noise going on today. Ready? Yes. Good boy. So I was just going to warm up a little bit with some lovely name recognition. I do have his leash in my hand. So because a lot of times as I go to grab him, he gets very excited. So I want to make sure that as we're practicing, gear itself or the harness or some sort of piece of equipment doesn't always equal lose your marbles. So as he sees the leash, I might let him check it out and then do a little find it again for the handsome man. So I want to make sure that the equipment doesn't always equal lose your marbles. So I know right now he's a lot softer than when he first started because we were working a few other skills. So he's getting a little bit more tired as we've been practicing throughout the day. But sometimes what I recommend is sometimes have gear out, it's in your hand, you're doing other things, and then you ask for other skills that are not always instantly paired with the leashes going on. If equipment tends to always equal we're going outside or we're going for a walk, then a lot of times the gear, no matter what it might be, can equal a lot of excitement. But the trouble with that scenario is then sometimes what you're doing is when you leash up the babe that's jumping and mouthing you or barking, is that by accident the clipping of the leash is then reinforcing the behavior. So if let's say he is very excitable and then you leash him up, then the excitement is probably what started the whole fun of going for that walk. Ready? Teddy. He says, lady, there's some really creepy noises today. So if Mr. T is a little bit unsure, I'm going to, hi, handsome guy, go to him, get his attention, and then see if I can bring him back over to where I was hoping. So if let's say you're working on getting a little sitting position or another behavior prior to leashing up, remember that for some of the babes, performing those stationary skills, as I've mentioned prior with like some of the other students, can be very hard for them if they're feeling nervous. So Mr. T says, maybe I'd like to go back outside for a little potty break. So maybe we'll sneak Mr. T out because he says, yes, ma'am, this is where the potty door is. We'll sneak him out for a little pee and then we'll come back and work a little bit more with what I was mentioning about the leashes and some of the equipment. So I'm just going to plop a few find it's there, give him a little break for a potty, and then come back and continue where we left off.